In a city reduced to rubble and despair, where the echoes of explosions had long faded but the scars remained, a young man named Alex navigated the desolate streets. He was in his early 20s, with a gaunt face and hollow eyes that mirrored the devastation around him. His once proud shoulders now slumped under the weight of survival, and his clothes hung loose on his emaciated frame. Alex had known a different life before the war. He had dreams, friends, and a family. But now, all that remained was the relentless pursuit of the next meal, the next moment of safety. The city, once vibrant and full of life, was now a graveyard of memories, haunted by the ghosts of those who had perished. Each day was a grim scavenger hunt through the ruins. Alex's stomach growled incessantly, a constant reminder of his hunger. He sifted through the debris of what had been homes and shops, hoping to find anything that could sustain him. The air was thick with the smell of smoke and decay, and the silence was punctuated only by the distant rumble of artillery fire. One afternoon, Alex stumbled upon the remnants of a grocery store. The shelves were mostly empty, looted long ago, but he continued his search, driven by desperation. Among the wreckage, he found a can of beans, dusty but intact. His heart quickened with a brief flicker of hope. As he pried it open with trembling hands, the metallic tang of its contents filled his nose, and he ate greedily, not minding the taste. As he ate, memories of family dinners flooded his mind. He could almost hear his mother's laughter, his father's stories, and the clinking of dishes. But those days were gone, replaced by an endless cycle of fear and deprivation. The weight of his solitude pressed heavily upon him, and he fought back tears that threatened to spill over. The nights were the worst. The darkness brought a bone-chilling cold, and the absence of light amplified the loneliness. Alex found shelter in the hollowed-out remains of a building, curling up in a corner to protect himself from the biting wind. Sleep came fitfully, plagued by nightmares of the past and the uncertainty of the future. One particularly frigid night, Alex's meager fire had burned out, and he shivered uncontrollably. He huddled deeper into his thin coat, his breath forming white clouds in the air. His body was weak, and he knew he couldn't go on like this much longer. He closed his eyes and allowed himself to drift into a restless slumber, hoping for a reprieve from the relentless suffering. As dawn broke, the city awoke in its eerie, desolate way. But Alex did not stir. His body, finally succumbing to the harsh conditions, lay still and cold. The city, indifferent to his passing, carried on in its grim existence. Another life lost in the shadows of the fallen city. Another whisper of humanity swallowed by the abyss of war. The world moved on, as it always did, leaving behind the forgotten souls like Alex, whose stories would never be told. Their lives extinguished by the relentless march of conflict. And in the silent ruins, the echoes of a once thriving city lingered.